Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to, well, I guess this is sort of the first episode of a sort of new series, I guess. I don't know what to call this yet. But today I wanted to talk about the Friend's apartment and, well, not really the Friend's apartment, one specific piece recolor in the Friend's apartment. Something that's getting me as a Zelda fan very, very excited, and it links into something I've done on the channel before. So firstly, before we move on there, I just want to say I do love this set anyway. The Friends show is amazing. I have the Central Perks set, and I can't wait to own both of the apartments. It was something I wanted to mock in the future. Don't have to now. Great set, lovely references, will buy 100%. But off Bricklink, I'm also going to be buying a second copy of Phoebe, and not particularly because it's Phoebe, but because of Phoebe's hair. Now, let's just give you a second to think about what this hairpiece could relate to that is prominent on this channel. And while you think about that, let me give you a bit of insight into this hairpiece in general. So, this hairpiece originally originated with Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas in Disney Series 2. It is a long hairpiece that has no huge parting, combs over the head, and then sweeps down the back and sort of goes flat at the back, which is not something I particularly love, but it's about as close as we can get with the existing Lego pieces. Now, particularly, I want you to think about the top of the hair and also the colour of the hair. Now, previously, this hair was only available in dark red. It comes in this yellow colour for the first time, so now blonde people can have this hair. And if you haven't guessed it already, we're looking for a blonde Zelda character that I've used this hairpiece on already, and that was Breath of the Wild Zelda. And this is incredibly exciting for me to finally see. I'm really glad that this piece has finally come in yellow, and it marks the first ever instance of me designing a piece or recolor that turned into a real piece. So this is a piece, maybe some dark tan pieces besides that, but yeah. No, I'm really shocked that this happened. I really thought that this was probably one of the more unlikely recolors to actually happen, but here we actually now have the blonde hairpiece that I used on my Breath of the Wild Zelda, which is still my most polished minifigure looking design, and also on the princess variant, or should I say just, yeah, her princess variant from Breath of the Wild, so the darker outfit. And the darker outfit's the one that we're really going to focus on today, because if you didn't know on the channel, I've also done some purist or semi-purist Zelda minifigures using all existing pieces and then doing some custom printing onto the torso and legs using some transparent transfers. And this was to mixed success, but if you didn't know, those minifigures, which are appearing on your screen now, are actually yellow minifigures, and I chose this mainly because of Link and the fact that Link had an elf hat. I was using the elf hat piece because I thought it was the closest, and up until very recently as well, that piece also only appeared in yellow. Now, going back to winter 2020, we see that with the Friends Advent Calendar for 2020, they made some little elves, and for some reason, Friends is using skin tones. And when they did these elves using those really cute micro bodies from the Princess books, they also recolored the elf hair hat combo to include light flesh ears. Well, again, that's perfect. Now, the reason this didn't crop out the hairpiece is for two reasons. One being that the hairpiece in question would not be the ideal fit for Link, so I didn't think it was making a video on, but it is the equivalent of my purist version. And if I changed Link to skin tones, I would have to change Zelda as well. And I was not happy with using the Legolas or Arwen hair pieces as the purist alternatives for Zelda's hair. So that led us to the conundrum, waiting for them to produce a flesh-eared elf piece, or waiting for them to do what I did and make the Sally hairpiece yellow and then just not having ears on Zelda. So her ears have been amputated, but yeah, she's going to be a complete figure now. So, summarizing now, we've had the body and the legs of both Link and Zelda done for a while, along with their weapons. Now, pending this friend set, we have the hair for Zelda, so I just need to find a suitable light flesh head for Zelda. Then I need to buy the elf headpiece for Link and find a light flesh head suitable for himself as well. I have the light flesh hands on site as too, so we're all complete really. I'm about to upgrade to flesh minifigures once the Phoebe figure comes down in price. She'll be expensive for a while, so we can hope that that doesn't last for too long. But uh, don't just take it by me. Is this exciting? I'm excited. I think this is great. This is the first time this has happened, and I'm thrilled to see it finally be the both of them that I can upgrade. Because oh, it's been over a year now, and I definitely want a timeline of this. So the first Purist figures I had were just a plain green torso, plain dark tan legs, yellow face, and elf hat on Link, and basically the Series 17 warrior elf with a different face print for Zelda. So what a long way we've come, and I want a timeline, and I'll be able to do that because I still have all the original pieces for the original Purist customs, so I can make those the yellow ones, then we'll have the custom decaled mid-tone ones, which are going to have the new hair pieces, and then when they make official figures, we'll have those as well, and they will be lined up on a shelf and look absolutely amazing, so, well, that's really exciting. So, I guess sort of to bulk this video out a bit, now that we've sort of covered the main thing, yeah, this is my goal. I could just stop it here, but I want these Octane Oracles, oh, not a bad name, to sort of be a bit more meandery, a bit more just talky. You guys can find out a bit more about my opinions and thought processes on themes. And, well, I thought that to end up today, I'd talk about some other pieces which I saw coming that I think are great. Now, there is one I am saving for a completely separate video because I haven't wrapped my head around that, and if you know the Summers 2020 sets hard enough, then you'll know what that is. But firstly, in the video boombox, I believe I have cited a 3x3 curve tile. Now, this is fantastic. I needed this for a mock, but it finally means that we can have our 4x4 consecutive curve, our 2x2, our 1x1. We've needed this 3x3. It should have come out in 2017 when the rest of them did, so I can't believe it's taken this long. And I'm really happy to see it here. Great piece. I'm glad that we finally can do concentric circles. Well done, Lego. It took long enough. But no, that one's really exciting to me. Slightly earlier in the year, I did notice a couple of dark tan recolors, which was also great because dark tan was the color I used for my Divine Beasts in Custom Wave 2. So it would be great to see a couple more of those dark tan pieces before, and then we could look towards maybe doing Meadow in real life. It's a push, but we're getting close actually. Naboris was a bit more specialized than the other two are as well, but we could at least see Meadow, which is, although the weakest, technically my favorite design of the four, so that could be pretty cool. Let me just think, some of the other summer sets, because obviously later this summer I'll do my summer sets to watch out for video, which I really enjoyed making in the winter of last year, and tell you guys which sets deserve a little bit more love and which ones are getting a bit overhyped, which I think is definitely a problem this year. I suppose while I'm here I could talk about the specialized piece, Thanos. Yeah, not quite sure how I feel about these Marvel sets. Love the Groot recolor. However, I think all the sets as a whole, bar the gauntlet, feel a bit like a knockoff to me. There's just a quality about them that sort of looks fake. I'll leave it at that for now, but besides that, the summer wave has been pretty good. I'm particularly a fan of Harry Potter, waiting on Jurassic World and Star Wars really, and the rest of Marvel. Hopefully they don't all look quite as dodgy. But I'll save those thoughts for a future video. So if anything, take away from this that I'm going to start the waffling more, we're going to hear some opinions. The talk on 1x5 plates is coming, and it's going to be a big video. And then just to wrap things up, I'm really excited that I finally get to make Purist Link and Zelda, or semi-Purist Link and Zelda. So I hope you guys will follow me on that journey, as I will post a follow-up video when I finally buy that hairpiece. It will be at least this year. I've just got to wait for those prices to come down, so probably won't be for a couple of months. But besides that, I'm really excited to stick with me on the journey. Maybe there'll be a journey of me picking the actual Bricklink order. And besides that, well, have a great day. Bye-bye.